You on the beat. You.
Smoke his anthem right here. Get high, nigga. Smoke out. 90 Mile Production. Yours truly. Chill Sanders.
We ain't no suckers, man. Ham, 90 Mile. Hey girl, that me so fine. Come on over here, let me hit that from behind. Let me show you how a young pimp shine. See that gloss in my eye, and I'm dressed so fly. Stepped in the club, headed straight to the bar. Talk shit, get hit in the jaw. Me and my niggas play the game, we above the law. On another level, man, here to take your bra. No handcuffs, nah baby, I wasn't locked up. Girl bitches in the club, yelling what's up. Oh, lies on me, shall I proceed? I was born for this shit, so y'all follow me. If your man broke your heart, I hear and see. That's when you're standing right there in your jug and see. So you look like for real, but you got your own game. No same, say shorty, I'm a grown damn man. Got my own style, the mama was so wild. Straight gut, ain't nothing like a thug like Chai. Can you tell me my niggas blowing smoke in the air? Walking through the damn club, doing the same two-step. It don't matter where we at, we put that ass to scale. So you gonna get your man, we'll be right here. Straight lost and creating them damages, straight tossed in. Going tossed in, no nonsense, so we lost in. Girl, that me so fine. Come on over here, let me hit that from behind. Let me show you how a young pimp shine. See that gloss in my eye, and I'm dressed so fly. Girl, that me so fine. Come on over here, let me hit that from behind. Let me show you how a young pimp shine. See that gloss in my eye, and I'm dressed so fly.
More hoes than I see now, cause they giving it up just off game. All I gotta do is freestyle. You see Sam getting all the cheddar, but I ain't trying to holler at you unless you ballin' better. Yeah, you cute, but a nigga need some bread from you too. I'm trying to get more than pussy head and good looks. Be in my auto with your thighs in my hand. Why you on the celly telling lies to your man? And then they trying to suck their dawn, they swallowing. I'm trying to watch them get an eagle on like Donovan. This in the game, I do more than rap songs. I walk around with guns like I was born with straps on. I slide up on your whore and Mac on. The end of the night, I got a tape and she wore a black thong. There ain't a nigga close to chill. I clap you and show you how inside a toaster feel. Nigga fall back. And you don't want no beef, it ain't fun cuz I show up with some Puerto Rican thugs like pun was. Creepy to the head, give you some buzz. I smoke until I'm in another hemisphere, stare and don't budge. I'm in the zone, don't mess with me. I'm giving texts like a pissed off referee. I got a main bitch, never bringing stress to me. I call her 4 wide receivers cause she stretch my D.
Girl, stop.
You on the beat, turn the volume up.
Game time, lights on, welcome to the zone. Sports time zone, yeah, they holding the throne. From the court to the field, everybody know.
Big plays only.
They run the show. Brother Newsy bring the voice and the facts, breaking it down, calling plays back to back. TZD with the spark, keep the heat on high. Hot takes so bold, they electrify. Kelvo got the smooth, steady, keeping it real. Underdog grind, but he's sealing the deal. When Q's on the boards, making beats hit hard. The sound of the zone set to raise the bar. Game time, lights on, welcome to the zone. Sports time zone, yeah, they run the show.
Yes, sir. Wagwan, yo. This is the Sports Time Zone. Yours truly, host, Brother Noom saying out of the building. Y'all know how we do. Before we get started, make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe. Salute, shout out to my co-host TZ Dave. Shout out to my producer, Q the Beat. I'ma hold it down. Dolly in the building. You already know what time it is. Y'all see what's going on behind me. That's right. This episode is special, very special, historic episode. I'm gonna keep it light, but I'm gonna keep it heavy at the same time. Before we even do anything, make sure y'all hit us up on IG. If y'all on IG, make sure y'all tap in sportstime_zone. That's sportstime_zone. Y'all know where to find us on IG. Keep on following. We're gonna keep running it up. I ain't even gonna waste no time. I'm gonna kick in the door, waving the fofo. Y'all see the title of the show. Bam drops 83 on y'all monkey ass. That's right. Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat. My Miami Heat, I might add, just made history. He became number 2 on the all-time scoring list for most points in an NBA basketball game. Last night when he dropped 83 points. That's right, 83 points on the dome pieces of the Washington Wizards and all y'all haters out there, because it's a whole lot of y'all. And I'm keeping notes. Nooms be keeping notes, and Nooms if you know, and you're done know that. So let's take a closer look at this, because let's put this in context. Bam Adebayo drops 83 points. Historic numbers in an NBA basketball game. The very next day, you don't just see people congratulating him like you would expect. You see the congratulations, but then you also see a little bit of the hate. You see people saying the way he got his 83 points was not respectable. I say to y'all, hold that L. Because what is not respectable about scoring 83 points? If 83 points was easy for people to score, any and everybody would be doing it. But this is not something that you see all the time. This is not something you see frequently. And to be quite honest, this is probably the only time y'all gonna witness something like this in your lifetime. We were fortunate enough to see Kobe do it. And I believe me, when Kobe did it with the 81 points, I thought that was just completely unworldly. And like, that was like, yo, there's no way we're going to see anything else like that in the world. That's not going to happen again. But then here we got Bam Adebayo, who comes in and he gives you 83. Now, the big hate that I'm starting to see online, and I'm seeing a lot of it, the hate that I'm seeing is for the people that's saying the way he got his 83 points was not respectable. So let me run down a couple of things here while I run through Bam's points that he scored, and all 83 of those points I'm going to display for y'all right here so y'all can see them right there. If y'all need to zoom in and maximize it, then y'all make sure y'all do that. He had 31 points in the first quarter. 31 blood clot points in the first quarter before anybody's even lathered up. You know, in Miami, people don't come to the games on time. They usually don't get to the game until like the second or third quarter. Sometimes they don't get there until damn near the game over, because there's so much going on in Miami that people be doing other stuff before they get to the game. He had 31 points before cats was even getting a beer. Before you could get your beer and sit down, he had 31 points before a lot of people even made it into the arena. 31. Some people will never see 31 points in their career. He dropped 31 points in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in. All right. When he was cooking so hard in the first quarter, when he was cooking and he had it going, he was hitting everything mid-range. He's hitting inside bunnies. He's hitting threes. He's getting fouled. He's going to the free throw line. He's scoring in every possible way that a person can score to get that point, to get his point total. They tried every kind of defense. By the time that the Wizards realized that Bam was in a zone and he was cooking so hard, 31 points in the first quarter. We'll say that again. By the time the second quarter came, the Wizards was like, yo, we got to do something with this cat. We have to do something. Y'all like, share, subscribe too, by the way. And if y'all in the comments, y'all drop a comment, drop something. Washington switched up their whole defensive philosophy and started double teaming and triple teaming Bam, to the point where they were leaving other Miami Heat players open. They were leaving other players open so they could focus all of their defense on Bam Adebayo. All right? So let's put that in context. If you got a team that has switched their whole game plan to stopping one player, and that one player continues to find ways to score, they tried everything. Double teams, triple teams. They tried to intentionally foul him to put him on the free throw line in hopes that he would start missing free throws because he was hot everywhere else. So they forced him to the free throw line, and Bam is a 76% free throw shooter for his career. It's not like he's Steph Curry. All right, let's keep that a buck. It's not like he's a 80% or even, you know, a 90% shooter. He's none of that. He's a 76%, which is an average free throw shooter by NBA standards. And he still managed to drop all of those points and make his free throws. So with that being said, I'm noticing a lot of hate when I go online, I go on social media, I listen to some of these shows, I look at other podcasters and some of the stuff that y'all saying. And basically what I gotta say to all of y'all is hold that L. Y'all hold the L right along with the bum-ass Washington Wizards, right along with all of the haters and the doubters. Y'all hold that L. Because to hate on a great performance, something that you will probably never see again in your lifetime, to hate on that leads me to believe that we just now in the era of hate. We're in an era now where people will not appreciate anything great. You can have a great accomplishment. You could do something historically great. And then there's a section of people that their sole job and their sole mission is to tear down that accomplishment. Their sole purpose is to hate to the extent that they have to find comparisons and reasons to hate. Oh, his 83 ain't more impressive than Kobe's. Well, Wilt scored 100, so what is 83? He shot too many free throws. The Heat were winning by 30 points, and he was still in it. Yo, shut up your bumbleclad. None of that makes any difference at all when it comes to the history books. All right? If you want to complain about the free throws, then what you need to do is complain to the Wizards for putting him on the free throw line. A portion of those free throws were intentional fouls, meaning they intentionally tried on purpose to foul him so that he could shoot free throws. And you're mad and you're hating on him for making the free throws. That makes no sense at all. Y'all just completely, utterly clueless when it comes to the game of basketball. And y'all are just really, honestly, just hating just to hate. Another thing that I noticed where the hate is coming from, a lot of this hate is coming from some of the most out of shape, never played ball, messed up ankle, knee brace, back brace, foot dragging ass, non-balling, non-hooping, unscrupulous MFs on the planet. None of your blood clots can even score double figures in a church league, in your middle school JV team, at the Y, against the drunk facer at the park. None of y'all could even drop double figures in those situations. But you come here and hate on a professional athlete who scored 83 points in a professional basketball game. Shout out to you, Sonia Johnson. I see. Appreciate that. I just don't understand it. And again, yeah, I said what I said. Back neck braces too. Shout out to my boy Marco in the building. ATL in the house. All of that. And most of y'all cats that's hating don't have the resume to hate on a professional athlete. Some of y'all just cannot appreciate greatness. And I've seen it now across the board in multiple sports. It's not just basketball and it's not just Bam Adebayo. This is now happening in multiple sports where anytime a professional athlete does something historically great, a great portion of the media, of the public, comes out in droves to try to discredit that. And for the life of me, I cannot figure out what tree, what hole, what rock y'all climbed out of to come out and hate on historically great performances. People were even hating on Bam because he chose to have his girlfriend, Asia Wilson, sitting next to him on the podium when he talked about his 83-point performance. But why does he have Asia up there? Why is she there? She didn't play in a game. Shut up your bumbleclad. I've never seen anybody have their girlfriend on the podium. Well, you never seen nobody score 83 points either. So again, The basis and the motivation for y'all's hate against historically great performances, it's got to be documented. This is the era of hate. This is the era of comparisons. People start to create narratives and they start to create arguments that are not even there and manufactured arguments so that they discredit great performances. Bam's 83 was Bam's 83. Nobody said it was better than Kobe's 81 or it was better than Wilt's 100. Bam dropped his 83 and that's just what it was. It was his 83. You can see these baskets are coming from everywhere. That's why I'm playing it over to the side so that y'all can see this, because people will make up reasons to hate and not even see the game. Some people will just do what I call secondhand hating. Secondhand hating is when they're only hating on something because they heard someone else hated on it. Secondhand haters. That's almost worse than firsthand, because y'all just be hating just because y'all heard somebody else hate. Most of the people that's hating didn't even watch this game. Most of the people that's hating on a performance just woke up, looked and saw, oh, he had this many points. How many free throws did he shoot? Oh, he shot this many free throws. Oh, out of here. That's not. Y'all ain't even watched the game. Shout out to my boy Ed over there at the Basketball for Breakfast crew. Like he said, watch the games. Watch the games. Because if y'all watch the game, then I wouldn't have to be showing y'all these highlights over here of him scoring every which way but loose over the Washington Wizards. Y'all wouldn't have to see that. So, again, salute to Bam Adebayo. F y'all haters. Sit down somewhere. Hold that L. Noomsy be knowing. All that. Yeah. My man Marco says, welcome to King James World. Good point, Marco. Good point. Because people like to hate on historically great performances and historically great players. LeBron didn't have nothing to do with this game that happened last night. I saw people making posts on social media. Well, LeBron ain't never scored that many points. LeBron ain't even got nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? Granted, I'm not a LeBron fan, but I'm just starting to notice how haters will come and leech on to anything that they can. If they can find a reason to hate and throw someone under the bus that they not feeling, then they're gonna find a way to do that, Marco. That's just the hate. That's the era that we live in, the era of hate. Salute to my boy Marco, ATL in the building. We gotta have you back on here real soon. March Madness is coming up, so yeah, that's that. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say to y'all haters other than hold that L. Miami Heat in the house. We on a 6-game winning streak going on 7. So it's not like that game didn't mean anything. That game meant something. We're still fighting for a good playoff position. We're trying to get that 6th seed. We're trying to at least get into the 6th seed. So that game meant something. Y'all getting mad at him for scoring historic numbers in a game that actually meant something. And then the audacity of some of y'all to say, shame on Coach Spo for leaving him in the game. What the hell do you mean shame on Coach Spo? If you're a coach and you see your player is cooking and he has an opportunity to make history, not just any player, the captain of the team. And Bam is just an all-around great guy. I don't know too many people that just don't around the league that don't like him as a person, his personality. He's just a great guy. And you see this guy cooking and with an opportunity to make history. You know how many coaches would have pulled him out? A lot of coaches probably would have, but Spo is not that guy. He showed love. So shout out to Coach Spo for leaving him in the game and letting him get that record, even though we was blowing the doors off of Washington. That's just the way I like to see it. We were blowing the doors off of the Wizards. Bam had a chance to make history. Coach Spo recognized that. I'm sure he asked Bam, yo, do you want to come out? You want to stay in? Because Bam was gassed. He was tired. Bam said, nah. He waved Spo off a couple of times and stayed in that game and broke that record. So y'all hold that L. If y'all gonna hate, Hate on the Washington Wizards for putting him on a free throw line that many times. Hate on them for not being able to stop him because they tried. They doubled, triple teamed him. They did the box and one. They did a prevent defense style of defense on Bam. And he still got to the basket, still got to the free throw line, and still broke the record. And is now number 2 on the all-time list for most points in an NBA game. Wilt shot 32 free throws. Thank you, Marco. Wilt shot 32 free throws. And in that game, I heard stories where Wilt was blocking his own teammates' shots so he could take the ball and score more points. But nobody mentions that. Nobody talks about that. And I ain't even want to get into that because that's just a whole nother situation that really doesn't make much of a difference right now because Wilt's not here, but rest in peace, he's a great. Kobe's not here, rest in peace, he's a great. And I'm a Kobe fan. I am a Kobe fan. But even Kobe, and I'm quite sure if Kobe was here, even Kobe himself would congratulate Bam on that milestone. You know why? Because unlike a lot of Kobe's fans, Kobe was not a hater. Unlike a lot of his fans, Kobe was a competitor. He was not a hater. So salute to Kobe. Wow. Big stuff, man. Big stuff. Marco, how many minutes did Bam play? Well, I know he played pretty much all of the fourth quarter. He didn't come out at all in the fourth. So I got to go back and look at how many points he actually scored. My producer, Q the Beat in the building, maybe Q, if you get a chance, you can look at Bam's minutes and get back to us and tell us how many minutes Bam played in that game last night. Because I guess that holds a lot of context. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, y'all. Y'all got Noomsy kind of heated today. Y'all got me heated a little bit. Kobe played 42 minutes, according to Marco. So Kobe played 42 minutes and dropped 81 points in 42 minutes against the Toronto Raptors.
Yo.
Wagwan. Q the Beat in the building. My producer, who's also the DJ, who's also the producer, who's the DJ. So we were just saying, Q, we're talking about Bam Adebayo's performance last night and how it's a lot of people are discrediting that. And they look for reasons to discredit him by trying to compare his performance to Kobe's performance. They're two completely different things, and one has nothing to do with the other. But what they do, Q to B, in order to endorse their hate, they find another historically great player to compare them to. Instead of just saying, pat on the back to Bam, good job, 83 points, cool. Well, it wasn't like Kobe's 81. Nobody said it was. Nobody said it was. He shot too many free throws. He was in the game too long. All of this foolishness that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, they're making excuses for. So my man Marco brought to the attention that 32 free throws. Wilt Chamberlain shot 32 free throws in this game.
100?
Scored 100.
Yeah.
And Kobe, when he dropped 81, played 42 minutes. So Marco was asking how many minutes did Bam play last night? And I said, I don't know. Maybe you can look that up, Q, if you get a chance, see how many
I
minutes.
think he played 42.
Okay, so Bam played 42. Kobe played 40. Okay, so, and I don't even want to go down that path and compare, because I'm not comparing the two at all. It was two different scenarios. Kobe and Bam are two completely different players, and they had two different roles at the time on the team. Bam doesn't even average more than what, like 20-something points a game, if that?
Yeah.
So why would you want to hate on somebody who is just in a zone and cooking? Like this is, y'all hold it. Y'all just hold a blood clot. Just hold it. And also, if y'all trying to get some merch, y'all holler at us, STZ Podcast shirts. We got these going right now like hotcakes. But yeah, man, 42 minutes. Shout out to Bam. I'm ready to transition off of Bam because I can go all day. But when you heard wind of Bam Adebayo scoring his 83 points that he scored last night, you being a Laker fan, you being a Kobe fan, did this, how can I put this? Did this make you upset that Bam broke that record? Did it make you feel disrespected in any way, that Bam disrespected the game? You being a Kobe fan and our resident Laker fan, how did Bam's 83 points feel to you, or if you felt anything at all?
I mean, as a Lakers fan, I was a little upset that it didn't live that long. That's the only thing that I was kind of upset about. Like, the record didn't live as long as I think it would have lived. You know, being that Will Chamberlain's record, you know, that 100 probably ain't gonna never be broke. But
Right.
you know, the 83, I thought it was gonna live at least 20 more years. But that's the only thing I was mad about it. But I kind of watched the game a little bit and then the highlights. Bam, he was putting in that work though. I can't even hate on him. Boy was hitting them threes, man, and Bam just ain't no 3-point shooter. And
Yeah.
he was getting free throw line shots, but they was fouling him. But he was making and ones. Like,
Yeah, he
was
was.
making an and one foul, and then he
was
make the
getting a
free
lot of
throw. I
and
mean,
ones. Yeah.
so I wasn't even mad about it. That boy was just pretty much
He
in
was
the
cooking.
zone. Yeah.
You being a Kobe and Laker fan, you've watched Kobe play his whole career and know what Mamba mentality is all about. You know what kind of player and what kind of way that Kobe thinks. If Kobe was here, and I know we're just hypothetically speaking, if Kobe was here, do you think he would congratulate Bam or shit on him?
Nah, he would definitely congratulate him.
Thank you.
Most definitely. He'll definitely. Because, you know, Kobe got a whole, well, a lot of people don't know, Kobe got a whole clan of Kobe Knights that play in the league. Like, he got about 25 players that model his game. You know what I'm saying? And like they pretty much replicate his game. They one of their greatest players. I mean, you got Jason Tatum, you got quite a few niggas.
It's a whole generation of them.
A whole generation of people, out of the Mamba Academy. So
Tatum,
I think
Devin Booker, Kyrie Irving.
Man, even Luka learned from Kobe. Giannis,
yep, he's a part of it too. Mamba Academy. A lot of these guys, you're right, came up under Kobe, so they all got that, and Kobe revolutionized the game. So again, salute to Kobe. I'm a Miami Heat fan, but I was always a Kobe fan. Like, Kobe is one of my favorite players all time in the NBA. And he doesn't even play for my team, and he didn't play for my team, but I recognize greatness. So I don't get why people can't show that same type of love for Bam. I'm not saying Bam is on Kobe's level, but when you experience and witness a great performance like that, then you would expect the love. Now the real ones know, because I've heard some of the real ones, some like former NBA champions and perennial all-stars and people that actually have done something in the league. Those are the people that's giving Bam love. But it's some of the other cats. Like, no disrespect to Robert Horry, but Robert Horry, come on, fam. He coming out talking all this. You and your 7 rings to go with your 7 points per game average through your whole career, looking at it. Hold that, Robert Horry. And I used to like you, man. I used to big shot Bob and all that, but you gonna come out and try to crap on Bam's legacy? It's something about these old retired players that when they see these younger players do great things, some of them got a little saltiness. Like they too much seasoning salt in their food or something. But hold that, Horry, and all y'all.
What did Horry say? He was mad?
Yeah, Horry came out and said something about the free throws. He was like, no, he said, it's not very respectable. You can Google that, but he said it's not respectable to, score. Like, I don't really respect the 83 points because they were winning by such a large margin, and he stayed in the game just chasing the record. Something crazy, basically regurgitating the same crap that other haters about what he did. So that's why I said, I had to do this just to kind of make everybody hold that L that had doubts about Bam and that hated on Bam. and all of that. So hold that. Marco say you have to understand the game has changed. Back in our era, they were barely scoring 100 points, and now these cats scoring 135 points in a total game. That is true, Marco. That's a good point. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, 3-point, a lot of 3-point shots being shot. No.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like I kind of get what they saying, because if you think about it, I kind of get both halves. I'm not mad at it though, but I get what people saying. Y'all was up by like 30. He's still in the game, but what if Karl Anthony Towns would have had broke it when he got that little 77?
Right.
Would we be saying anything then, or would we be excusing it because it was on that that Kobe day, that Kobe week where they were trying to all get 70 points. They were trying to all chase the record.
I remember that.
But I don't know. Would have been mad if somebody would have got it that year?
That's the thing.
Well, that was last year, right?
Yeah, that was just last year. That was just last year. So yeah, and that's a good point. Like, are we picking and choosing who we're hating on, like for when these things happen? So I just don't for the life of me get it. I think, and Marco, shout out to Marco. He says someone will drop 100 points at some point. I mean, that could be.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the way the game is played, because everybody's shooting. We see. I mean, they let Bam play the whole game when they was up by 30. So
yeah,
we might see somebody put up 100.
We might just see that. I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the season play out. Like I said, Bam, in that game that secured our 6th win in a row. So now we have a 6-game winning streak upcoming against the Milwaukee Bucks. So TZ, get ready to hold that L, because we got the Bucks coming into town and we about to do them dirty. Bam probably gonna drop 30. I don't know if he going, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna be no 80 piece no more, but I think he's still on that hot streak. Shout out to him, and shout out to Asia Wilson too, and all y'all.
Yeah, Asia was there jumping around happy, boy.
Oh yeah.
Well, y'all boys on a 6-game winning streak too.
Some of that good form last night, boy.
That 83-point
good form last night, brethren. Yo.
Them Hawks on the 7-game winning streak. Well, hey, we was putting them out. Remember?
Yeah.
Now they at number 9 spot.
Yeah. It's a lot of movement going on. A lot of movement in them rankings. So y'all lay around for it. Now, switching over from the NBA over to the NCAA, because we got the NCAA basketball tournament coming up real soon, and that's actually, I think that's this. When the tournament start, Q? I think is it this week? Next week?
Next week or this weekend, I believe.
Okay, it's starting real soon. But one of the stories that caught my attention is, and hold on, let me get shout out to yo. I know you see it. Shout Duval County in the building. One of the stories that got my attention is they started giving out Coach of the Year awards in a lot of these college basketball conferences. And I love my Hurricanes. My Miami Hurricanes have had a really good season with a first-year coach by the name of Jai Lucas. I'm sure you're familiar with him. His dad used to play. Coach Lucas. Yeah. Coach Lucas, yeah. Anyhow, the Coach of the Year votings came out, and it was given to the Duke Blue Devils head coach. No hate against Duke at all. I don't like Duke, but hey, whatever. They got a ton, and I do mean a ton, of NBA talent caliber players on their team. So they were expected to do great things. And they gave the Coach of the Year award to someone who really didn't have to coach much. He got a bunch of All-Americans on the team, Cameron Boozer and all of this going on. But my man, Coach Lucas for the Miami Hurricanes, got snubbed. All right? He led the largest turnaround, the largest turnaround in Division I. He tied the school record for the regular season wins. He became the winningest first-year coach in Miami Hurricanes men's basketball history, and the second most wins by a first-time coach in ACC history. In the history of the ACC, this guy has the second most wins for any first-year coach, and he got snubbed by Duke's coach. Q, any thoughts on that? Have you tapped into much college basketball this season, or to see how Duke or any of these teams have played?
A little bit. I'm still getting off my football hiatus.
Okay.
But yeah. I'm starting to tap in. But you kind of already know how people feel about it. Duke. It's like basketball for college. It's like they got their favorites. And if you're not part of that, the Elite Five, like Michigan, North Carolina, Duke, UConn, those names, if you're not in that little mix, they kind of snub you out with a lot of things. Like those people those people get automatic bids almost every year with everything. So the coach of the year coming from those teams, the most valuable player finna come from one of those teams right there. Every now and again, you might get like a Tennessee Volunteer or somebody, random, or Georgia Bulldog or somebody. Oh yeah, he that one player, but for the most part, it's gonna be the same top 5, coach of the years.
Always. They keep it in that little fraternity. Shout out to TZ Dave. I didn't even see TZ in the comments. TZ on TZ, we got you next. We not got you next go round. You just be ready to hold that L. But I see you, TZ.
Kentucky, Duke, UConn, North Carolina. If you ain't in that bracket, bro, if you ain't with them, you're probably not finna win coach of the year, bro. It's gonna take a miracle.
Marco said, Anna, they got a 30-year-old quarterback. Marco, you a wild boy. That's crazy. But yeah, we gonna talk about ATL in a minute though, because I got something, for we get to the NFL. But yeah, man, shout out to Coach Lucas. We secured a double bye in the NCAA tournament. That's huge, Q. That first round double bye, that's big. That means we ain't got to play our way in. We already in. And I think we got the ACC championship game coming up. So I'm eager to see who we play against in that. And I hope whoever that is, we make them hold that, because now it's not just about the team and about us trying to go far. Now it's about our coach. Now we playing for something. Now we really, really playing for something. And just 2 years ago, let's not forget, we was just in the Final Four. Was it 2 or 3 years? About 3 years ago, I think we was in the Final Four. It wasn't that long ago. In the Final Four. So y'all lay around for that, and y'all keep your eye on the NCAA tournament. We're going to do our brackets here live on the show. Marco, if you're available, we'll get you to pull up so we can do your bracket here right live on the show. And we're going to do some bracketology for all of y'all out there. If y'all don't know nothing about the brackets, y'all holler at us on the Sports Time Zone. We're going to fill out our brackets here to kind of help some of y'all try to win some money. For those of y'all that into parlays and brackets and all that. Now, yeah, he got screwed. But sliding along to the next thing. Now, the other thing that I wanted to touch on, there was a whole lot of NFL moves that happened over the last couple of, I want to say, the last couple of days have been tumultuous. I hope I pronounced that right, in the NFL. And one of the biggest things that I want to start off with, because you don't know already where I'm finna go with this, is our quarterback problem for now has been solved in Miami. The Miami Dolphins have picked right on time. All right. The Miami Dolphins have signed quarterback, former Green Bay Packers backup quarterback Malik Willis to a 3-year deal. He played very, very well for Green Bay. He only played 4 games for Green Bay while Jordan Love was out. But during that time, he put up 145.5 QBR in that time. That's very good. What do you remember seeing from Malik Willis when he was in Green Bay last year, Q? The little pieces that we did see.
I remember we did a show. We was talking about that, and it was like, man, Malik Willis balled out yesterday. I remember we were saying Jordan Love better hurry up and return. might he
We
might
had-
get his spot took, but you definitely could see improvement by him going to Green Bay. Man, he worked on. He already had an arm. We already knew he could throw,
yeah,
and then we already knew he got some speed at quarterback. You know, he got some ability to move,
yeah.
but he worked on that accuracy. I mean, he was slinging that rock, man.
He was, man.
Like a
I
drug
think
dealer.
he was on his Griselda. Hey, but yeah, no, I agree, man. Malik Willis, he showed when he had opportunities, he played very, very well. We were right here on this show saying it, like, yo, this guy is big time. So Jordan Love better tighten up because Malik, like we was joking around. We knew Malik wasn't going to take Jordan Love position, but he played very well. So once he hit the market, there was a lot of teams. There was at least a good 5-6 teams that were.
Oh yeah, they were trying to get him. Yeah,
that was trying
it was
to
a battle.
Right, it was. And Miami Dolphins ended up winning that sweepstakes, and they signed him to a 3-year deal. Now, what's big about this story too is remember the Miami Dolphins earlier in this offseason, we got rid of Coach McDaniel, and then we brought in a new coach. Now, this coach that we brought in, he came from Green Bay.
Yep.
You know, so he has history, I believe. He has a little bit of history with Malik Willis in some capacity where they have familiarity with each other. He knows Malik's strengths. He knows the plays that he can call that fit into his wheelhouse. So I think that's actually going to be a pretty good tandem together. At first, when we first hired that coach, I was like, yo, who is this guy? I don't think we was in the group chat. I don't think any of us even heard of him. We was like, where did
Yeah.
Where did
But
he
you know, you already hear them positional coaches until they actually say their names,
True.
or you actually a true fan of the team.
Facts.
I don't know I know a few positional coaches on my squad,
No,
but
but
yeah,
not
a couple. But we ain't because they got like assistant to the positional coaches, and they got all type of stuff going on in the NFL, like to help them out though. You know, they got assistant coach. He got an assistant to help him out and all this other type of stuff. So
yeah, you're right about that.
I
Shout out to everybody in IG. Shout out to Nene. Shout out to my cousin Ultimate Blunt. Shout out to Honey Bees in the building. IG is back on track. Yeah, we had some IG issues for a while, but IG back lined up, so we good on that.
Yes,
sir. Yeah, we back and cooking. But yeah, man. Shout out to the Dolphins for that pickup of Malik Willis. That was huge. Your Kansas City Chiefs made a move too.
Oh yeah, we made some moves, man.
Moves. Yeah, you wanna enlighten us on a couple of those moves?
Yep. So y'all all probably heard we got Kenneth Walker, the third MVP champion of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Let's go. So it definitely looks like we got somebody to help Patrick Mahomes, so we can just hand the ball out. Wop. You know, gonna get them yards, gonna get that run, and people talking about he can't catch, but he only had like 2 drops or something like that last year. So I don't be really caring about that. Also, man, we re-signed some players. We re-signed Thornton. We kept Thornton. Pacheco gone.
I didn't like that for y'all. I was hoping
he went to Detroit, man.
Yeah, man. Detroit got them one for this one.
Kelsey coming back. We got Kyrus Tonga from the Patriots. Big deep tackle. Got
big.
him.
That was big.
We got the Ravens free safety, Loie Gilman.
Everybody, damn, Q. What the hell?
We trying to retool the team, man.
Well, I wonder
we doing a retool. And then we got 9 picks. So we chopped the cap down because we ain't paid Trent McDuffie. We did lose Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson and Brian Cooks on defense. So we lost 3 starters on defense. Then we lost Leo Chanel. We lost pretty much that rookie class that came in when we first won the Super Bowl. We did the back-to-back.
Yeah.
That whole entire rookie class is pretty much gone, bro.
Yeah, I noticed that. Y'all did clean house a little bit. A lot of teams did. I saw the Ravens backed out of the deal.
With Crosby
from the Raiders. You know, he failed his physical, so they backed out of that. I also
You think
saw
that that's what really happened, or they probably was like, man, I think we messing up with the trade. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of bagged out, like, man, we could get Trey Hendrickson for
that.
cheap.
That could be it too. They have some buyer's remorse, and they was like, "Yo, hold up, I think we overpaid a little bit."
Yeah.
I mean, which to me is crazy work that a team can do that because a player can't do it. Once you trade a player, he can't be like, "Nah, I don't want to go here and send me back." But a team can be like, you know what? Nah, it's like a warranty.
Yeah, but the paper wasn't, they ain't signed a paper yet though.
Yeah, they signed that paper, so that's what it is. Hey, my man Marco say they were running a rehab center in Atlanta. Let me tell you something. And that's what I was about to say, Marco, about your Atlanta Falcons, man. So those of y'all that don't know, as I mentioned, Tua was released from the Miami Dolphins. We let him go. And that was a big salary hit, a salary. We still owed him $100 million and let him go. So that basically means we paid him to leave. How bad do you gotta be for a team to pay you to leave? So we released him, and then who ends up picking him up? None other than Marco's Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Hey, Falcon fan, but you know what? The more I sat there and I analyzed it, now they already have a left-handed quarterback with Penix that a lot of the fans in Atlanta just didn't like him for some reason, which I don't know why. I like this game. I don't think he had really a chance to show much because of the injuries, but I liked him. He's a left-handed quarterback. Now, y'all just went and brought Tua Vailoa from my Dolphins, who is also a left-handed quarterback. So there's a couple of things here that could work in the Falcons and Tua's favor. Hear me out, Q. Tua was notoriously known for not being able to perform in inclement weather. Like, you take him, if the temperature is anything under 70, Tua plays like trash. He now goes to a team that plays in a dome. So the weather factor is now no longer a factor. The rival teams that he plays against are like the Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints. Those are not really cold weather plays. The Saints play in a dome too. Carolina, it don't really get that cold to where he's going to have that issue, like going into Buffalo or going into New England or, Kansas City, all these other places, Pittsburgh. He's now playing in a more, I guess, comfortable, more suitable environment for what he can handle. And two, he's a lefty. Y'all's playbook is already designed towards a left-handed quarterback. So now y'all can pretty much stay consistent with your play calling for Tua, being that he's a lefty. And actually, I think those are the only two left-handed quarterbacks in the league right now. And they both play for the Falcons. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But the downside is y'all got Tua. If he get one hit in the dome piece, y'all might
go back to Penix.
But
then he might get hurt.
Yeah, he got two injury prone. I don't mean to laugh because I don't wish injury on nobody. But y'all might see these boys going back and forth. Penix 1 week, Tua 1 week. Penix 1 week, Tua 1 week. Because neither of these boys can really have shown us that they can withstand any kind of injuries. So
man, get a ball to Robinson, man. Just let him run the ball.
Yeah,
throw the ball, catch the ball.
Yeah, just hand it to him. Or Pitts, give it to Pitts out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Y'all got
since they put the tag on, Pitts. I know he's mad.
Nowhere. I would have tagged him too.
Stay your ass home.
I would have tagged their ass too if I was him. So
because he had a lot of teams trying to get him. The Chiefs was talking about trying to see if they could sign him. Because Kelsey, he probably retire after this year. He only on a 1-year deal. So he might be gone after this year. So
I think so. I think him and Taylor, they about to ride off into the sunset. Him and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
They got some business ventures. And Kelsey said he about to come out with his own liquor. He about to turn up on y'all, Bomboras. Shout out to Kelsey. Shout out to the whole Kansas City Chief fan base. My boy Q.
The Giants made some moves too.
Yeah, the Giants did make some moves. I didn't really see all of their moves, but I've been hearing. I got a group chat with a whole bunch of New Yorkers, and they've been talking a lot about the Giants. So I know
Yeah,
they.
they definitely been making some moves. I believe they got one of the secondary players from Seattle.
Yeah,
I mean, they making some moves,
they
man.
are.
They
49ers
got
had Mike Williams.
oh yeah. There's a lot of teams out there making some big moves. David Montgomery is on the Texans. Shout out to Houston Texans with their new
H-Town.
running back.
H-Town, that's big.
David Montgomery, man. Also, they did go get Blankenship from the defense from Philadelphia. Reed Blankenship. They got him.
Yeah. That's right. They did.
So they trying to maximize their defense. Their defense was already good. They trying to add more depth to the defense.
I mean, and the league is trying to prevent the rich from getting richer. That's why they readjusted this cap, which is forcing teams to let some of their best players go. Green Bay Packers, they already don't really have any, to me, really superstar receivers, and they just had to let go of Romeo Doubs. To me,
that's crazy.
Who was the best of their receivers. And remember all year we was talking about how Green Bay don't really have no like super, like no real true number one receiver, but Dobbs was like the closest that they had to it, and now they had to let him go. I know Jordan Love he's punching air right now. Like, you done got rid of his best target. Now he's gonna have to do more, or they're gonna have to draft a wide receiver, which is possible. So
yeah, Romeo Doubs signed with the Patriots.
Oh my. So yeah. So the Patriots, after letting go of Stephon Diggs, now they got Dobbs, which to me, it's like 1A, 1B. They're pretty much on the same level, if you ask me. Neither of them.
Geno Smith is now back to the Jets.
Wow. Geno Smith went back to the Jets. And Geno was trying to get to the crib. He was trying to come to Miami. But once we picked up Malik, we pretty much good on Geno. I mean, but shout out to Geno Smith, man. I hate that he has to go to the Jets because they are not going to be a good team for quite some time. I'm sorry, guys. The Jets are going to be a bad team for at least the foreseeable future. I hate it for
ETN signed with Saints. That's a good move for the Saints.
Yeah, that is.
Travis Etienne playing in his home state.
ETN, yeah. Shout out to ETN, man. He turned up in Jacksonville. So Jacksonville now has a hole at running back that I'm sure they're gonna fill. They're gonna address that. After that season Jacksonville had last year, they should be really, really optimistic and real hopeful about being like one or two pieces away from getting where they should get. Because truth be told, they should have got, honestly, they could have gotten to the Super Bowl last year. They could have got there. But inexplicably, they ran out of gas at the end, towards the end. Their defense let them down, where their defense, it was solid pretty much all year, but they got to a point where, so maybe just one or two more pieces in Jacksonville, and I think they're going to be all right too. So shout out to the
Titans. Hey, they getting that boy Cam Ward some help.
So about time.
That's going to be good. They got Wan'Dale Robinson as a receiver now. Plus, they got like the number 3 pick. So I'm thinking they definitely probably go after Jeremiah Love. That way they'll have a running back.
I think so.
And go with Cam, and then they probably restructure the line. So they actually trying to rebuild over there for Cam, because the second part of the season, Cam's stats was on fire.
He was turning up because he, of course, as most rookies, the first early part of their rookie career, they're still learning. They're still getting their feet wet. They're still trying to see how defense are throwing. But once they figure it out, if you're a good quarterback, I don't care how young you are, at some point you figure it out. And then you start making your reads, getting rid of the ball when you need to, making the right throws. He's got a great arm, and the Titans do not want to waste his talent. So y'all, I mean, I'm telling you, y'all do not want to waste he's like a generational talent at quarterback. So y'all want to make sure y'all maximize every opportunity that y'all can to win with him and give him the best weapons that y'all possibly can. Now, I do got my bias because he came from the Miami Hurricanes, but still, aside from that, he's just a great arm talent. He's a great talent, period. So I think y'all need to make the most out of that and try to maximize what y'all can for Cam Ward. So yeah, lots of deals, and I honestly think they just getting started. I think there's going to be so many more deals for the NFL that goes throughout the rest of the spring, throughout the summer, and I think things are going to turn up. So who knows, Marco? Maybe your Falcons will make some more moves, and it could make you feel a little bit better about your Falcons. So I can't
maybe get like AJ Brown or some.
You never know.
Big name player or something.
Something like that could turn things around. I mean, all y'all really need is that spark. Y'all got talented players on offense. Y'all just need like a spark, some kind of spark to get y'all going. So we'll see. We're gonna see what happens with that. We got any NBA games on slate tonight to do a who you got. I don't know who's up tonight or
I mean, up tonight, pretty much. Yeah, we got a few games. Well, nah, we got a game going on today. Right now, we got two. We got Cavs and the Magic. Cavs up, Magic up 73-69. We got the Raptors.
Be a good one.
And the Pelicans had at halftime 60-58 Pelicans. No more game. Well, we got later games. Oh, Knicks Jazz tonight. I'm thinking the Jazz lose. Against the Knicks. Yeah, but we got a good one. The Rockets and the Nuggets. That's a good one.
Rockets and now that's gonna be a good one. And then tomorrow is Spurs against the Nuggets. Who you got in that one, Q?
Ooh, Spurs
Nuggets.
I'm going with them Spurs, man. Those Spurs on their winning streak.
I'm with you, man. Them Spurs, man. They've been on point lately. I still like them to win the West. So we're gonna do our final predictions for the playoffs. We'll probably do that in the next week or two. But make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. If y'all just slid in, then make sure y'all do that. This is the segment of the show that I always like to educate people and teach y'all a little something about some of the historically great players that we've had a chance to witness in our lives. This particular historically great player, I think we might have, I don't know if we've done him already, but if we did, we're going to run it again because he actually won a championship with the Heat, who just had a player who just moved into second all time in the NBA points in a game. This guy, he kind of revolutionized the point guard position. He had a lot of flash. He had a lot of razzle. He had a lot of dazzle. He was a part of that 2006 Miami Heat championship team. He is none other than the one and only white chocolate Jason Williams. Crazy, filthy passes, Q. That dime was ridiculous. Hey, you remember him in his Sacramento days, Q? Because I remember when White Chocolate was in, when he was in Sacramento, he had a lot of weapons there. I think he had Peja Stojakovic, he had Hedo Turkoglu, he had Chris Webber, and he was getting like 9 dimes a game. He was getting 8-9 assists a game. He could pass that ball. So, and then the handle was sick. Where would you rate his handle game though, Q? I'm thinking your audio. I think your audio out, Q. But what I'm thinking is, if at that time in that era, Clippers play tonight too. All right, Marco, salute to you on that. In that era, he was actually like top, I want to say top 5 ball handlers in the league at that time. So you're not talking about just some scrub who couldn't play. He could dribble, he could pass, and when he got hot, he could shoot. He also won a championship with the Miami Heat. His name was Jason Williams. We call him White Chocolate. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That boy handles was definitely top tier, bro. His handles was crazy.
At that time in the league, it was, and even he had.
He could dribble now.
Yeah, even now, I've seen videos in YouTube.
Yeah, he still got it.
With him still, showing his ball handling skills. But Yeah, if y'all don't know nothing about Jason Williams, then y'all Google him. He went to the University of Florida and then came into the league, played for the Sacramento Kings. Yeah,
My Gators, man.
The Gators, chomp.
Chomp.
I'm sure you
Now,
got.
we got two other games. We got the Hornets and the Kings, and then we got Timberwolves and Clippers.
Yeah, T-Wolves and the Clips tonight. That's gonna be a good one. Who you got in that one, Marco? Timberwolves or the Clippers? Tell us who you got. I'm going Minnesota, man. Ant Edwards, yo, he's playing lights out. I still think I don't know. I like him better than Shea. I ain't gonna hate on Shea, but I just like his game better than Shea's game. So I put him above Shea. But I think I like Minnesota tonight. Who you got in this one, Q?
I got the Timberwolves.
Oh, you got Minnesota too. Okay, T-Wolves. That's a late game too. So if y'all on the East Coast or y'all in the Central, y'all gonna have to stay up late to watch that one. You know, them West Coast games, they'll be ending till like 1, 2 in the morning sometimes for the East Coast and for the Midwest. So yeah, so y'all check that out too, man. We got a dope slate lined up. Y'all make sure, if y'all haven't done so already, to continue to follow us, to continue to share and subscribe and like. Shout out to you. I see you there. Thank you. Appreciate the love. Now I'm gonna slide right into our final little 2 minutes, well, 4 minutes, because it's 2 of us today. Our little 2-minute segment called our 2-minute turn up. So for my 2-minute turn up today, I'm gonna keep it light. I'm just gonna kind of talk a little bit about something that's non-sports related. It's a real sensitive subject for a lot of people, but look, I'm not political. I'm not into politics and none of all of that. But when I see people like lives are being lost for whatever reason, because I don't think there's ever any good reason for lives to get lost, I gotta say something. But it does seem like there is a war going on overseas. I don't know if it's over oil. I don't know if it's over money. I don't know if it's over territory, whatever. But for whatever reason it is, I hope it comes to an end soon. There's schools that's being completely obliterated. Little kids are losing their lives. I don't care about what country they from or where they live or none of that. It's kids. You know what I'm saying? And they have nothing to do with whatever conflict is going on between this group of government people, this government, whatever. All that don't really make no difference. When kids start like getting hit in the crossfire and stuff, that's when people need to wake up and stop choosing sides and like, yo, I'm with this side because this side represent this. Look, we should just be on the side of life and love. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids out here losing their life should never happen. That should not happen, especially for any political reason, for whatever reason at all. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what your affiliation is, what your party stance is, Democrat, Republican, Anglican, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. All I'm saying is I pray and I hope that this come to an end soon so these little kids can stop getting hit in the crossfire. You know what I'm saying? We always like to, pray for this country or pray for that country or pray for the people here, but I ain't hear nobody saying prayers for these little kids over in the Middle East that's getting their head tore off for no reason of their own or for no fault of their own. They're kids, y'all. So tighten up, everybody, not just us, but every country, all that. Just tighten up, and hopefully we bring an end to all of this madness out there. That's all I got. Q to beat, you can take us home. Think your audio. Hold on, you on mute. My boy Q is on the pantomime.
Hold up, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Y'all be safe out there, man. Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got basketball. We got all the draft stuff. March Madness going crazy, man. Man, we got old buddy from BYU is crazy. I forgot his name, but that dude is crazy.
Yeah, he balling.
Yeah. But there's so many teams and so much stuff going on in sports where y'all it's a lot of stuff to get into, y'all. If you're just not into it, go outside, man. March is here. Well, spring, Spring coming,
And
the flowers are blooming. Get your family outside, man, and enjoy life, man. That's pretty much all I got.
that's all we got. Hey, oh yeah, one other thing I want to say before we get out of here. WNBA and their Players Association have not yet reached an agreement.
They haven't got the agreement. Yeah, that's
They haven't
great.
got the agreement. So the WNBA season could be in jeopardy. It could be in jeopardy. And if any games are missed, it does not look good for the WNBA. The league is still trying to gain traction. I mean, they've been getting a lot more notoriety over the last couple of years, but they still not at a place where they can afford to sustain and lose any kind of games or miss games at all. Like, so hopefully they get something worked out soon. If not, then this could really, really hurt the WNBA players. And a lot of them might have to start going overseas like they used to do before, where they go overseas to try to ball and make money. So we're going to
You
keep
think we're gonna have a lockout?
That's what it's looking like. I don't know if they're going to stand on business like that, because they threatening the lockout, but I don't know if the WNBA players can afford to do that. So, I mean, they might be stubborn enough, but I don't know if they really can afford to do that. So we'll see, man. We're gonna see what happens with that.
Take them little $30,000 chicken.
I know y'all better
That's
take,
what in, man.
take that little money and
I ain't saying nothing. They playing a game for money, so I don't be caring.
Me neither.
You know,
like
we out here working, got real jobs. You know,
exactly.
these people talking about they playing games for money, bro. So
yeah,
I love sports, man. Y'all getting that money, however they get it to y'all, get that bread, man.
Hey, and
there's some real jobs out here that y'all can easily be working.
For real. In the words of Too Short, get it while it getting is good. So y'all make sure y'all do that. Y'all make sure y'all lock in, tune in. Tomorrow we'll be right back. Also on Friday, special edition Freestyle Friday. We're gonna have a special guest in here. I ain't even gonna say who she or he is, but we're gonna have a special guest coming in here Friday. We're gonna have some dope topics lined up. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Also, make sure y'all follow us on IG, SportsTime_Zone. For my producer, Q to Beat, I am Brother Anum Sinum out of the building. This is the Sports Time Zone, and we are